All right, being 100% real with you guys, one form or another, we all try to seek approval from someone. All right, guys, I'm excited. We're getting into the topic of Matthew chapter 6, verses 1 through 18. And it is the topic, it's a hard topic to talk about. I mean, amongst believers, because it's about approval. It's about feeling accepted. It's about, people pleasing. And I think everybody falls into that category. I think everybody falls into that trap sometime at one point or another in their life. I know I have many times in my life where I'm just constantly seeking the approval of the people around me, right? In Matthew chapter 6, Jesus talks about the hypocrites. He talks about what they do. They like to go in the corners. They like to preach. They like to stand in places where people can see them and act religious. And this is a false teaching, because what they're doing and what they're teaching is, look, you got to be like me if you want to be religious, right? And Jesus is like, no. See, it's not about your works. It's about your relationship, right? It's not about religion. It's about what we have in our communication. And so Jesus is pretty much saying that comes afterwards. The fruits of your relationship with me comes afterwards. So when you go and you feed the homeless, it's because you got a relationship with me. Or if you go and you tithe or you pray or whatever it may be, it's because we have a relationship. And so Jesus just comes and he flips things around. He's like, look, do not be like these people. They're doing it wrong. They got it backward. And so the other day, my little girl, she loves to dance. She loves to do gymnastics, all that stuff, right? And I'm noticing she's doing a lot of it whenever my mom, my dad, and her little friends come around, her cousins. And I'm watching this and I'm like, all right, you know what? We're going to have to talk about this at the end of the day. We're going to have to talk about, acceptance and doing things for the right reasons. So at the end of the night, we always talk. We always have, good dialogue and conversation. And I bring up the point, I'm like, hey, there's nothing wrong. I want you to know, Abby, there's nothing wrong with you liking to dance or to do gymnastics or to sing or to do all these wonderful talents that you have. There's nothing wrong with that. What is wrong is doing it for the approval of others. So keep singing, keep dancing, keep doing all these wonderful things that God has given you, but do it because it gives God glory and it makes you happy when you do it. All right, so here's a trick, right? If you are caught up in this cycle of people pleasing, constantly seeking affirmation or validation, whatever it may be, and trust me, it's within my personality to do that, all right? I'm constantly dealing with this in my head, in my thoughts, right? So this is my best advice to you. I tell my kids, the only person you should seek validation from, affirmation from, is me and your mother. That's it, right? Now let's apply that to God. The only person you should be seeking validation from, affirmation from, acceptance is God. That's it. He's the only one. And here's the best part out of everything. He's already accepted you. I mean, he knows you inside and out. Every perverse thoughts, every horrible thing that has entered between these two ears, he knows about it. And yet he says, I still love you. I still accept you. You're still my child. What more could we want? Guys, I pray that this study is a blessing for you and your family. Don't forget, next week is our drive-in church service, and I want to invite you all to come out. You don't got to get out of your cars. Keep your windows rolled up. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. And guys, God bless you, and I will continue to pray for you and your family as you guys continue to grow in Jesus Christ's love. God bless.